Good evening, Boppers, and thank you for joining us for more of the Stanley Parables. Parable, singular, not plural. It is a singular parable. Right, yesterday was fantastic. I loved that game. This game, the game we're about to endeavour on playing, and I hope you guys did as well. As always, I'm just got to quickly get the link, send it to our friend Arinos. And then we're hot to trot, really. Send it to our friend Arinos. Yeah, hit the like button. There we go. Right, yeah, so what do you guys think of the Stanley Parable? Did you all enjoy it? I really do hope so. Right, so... Right, right. Honestly, best games in so long. Right, send it to Jar Google. Send him the link. And Game Observer. And then we'll put it on Facebook, and we are almost good to go. Almost. Bear with me a minute. I just need to kitchen. Ooh, right, thank you for holding. Thank you for holding. Fucking hell, it's a lot of work. Thank you for waiting. Right, let's get this show on the road then. What time is it? 9:47. Wow, it's 2 minutes earlier than yesterday. Yeah, we'll round up to 9:48. Confirmed. Now, Jar Google did say it should just... Oh, it says hang on. It should just save. So we should be able to start where we left off yesterday. Oh, hang on. Hanging on. We're excited. Can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. It's a bit weird. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set and call it a day. We are actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. No worries, narrator. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. I guess it just tells whether or not it's at like 12 or someone moves it. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Ooh. Okay, well, this is starting to tickle my fancy. Go on, what is your deal? If you've been, next time you build the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favourite time. I don't know how to set my clock to party time. Why isn't there a U in favourite? What is my favourite time? I guess I go really cliche and go, oh, I'll go 4:20. 20 past 4 in the afternoon. Go ahead, pick whatever you want. Even if that's not correct. You've earned it. Okay. That was really fun. Ah, Jack Google, you lied to us. Oh, it saves as you go along. Son of a... Pause, interact count. Ah, dear. Oh, how did we get onto the... I don't even remember how we got... Does anyone remember how we got onto it yesterday?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Does anyone remember how we got
onto a
onto...
company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
It was a new content.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
I remember that.
He sat at his desk
Because it does a loop thing, it goes new content. Like, oh, okay.
Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came.
I mean, we could just... That doesn't really matter. There's a lot of different endings. So we should be fine.
Was happy.
I'm glad Stanley was
And then
happy.
one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, peculiar.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
But what?
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk
back.
And stepped out of his office.
Quit the game, then start it again. What? How has only 27% of people got this? How is this given us? How is this even a trophy? What? Alright. That's cool though. Alright, so Jack Google lied to us. We are going to have to give him a tit twister next time we see him. Oh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Where
could it
are
mean?
they?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, wait, hang on. I'll wait till there's more people so we do that actually. Right, we'll turn that off. I do like the fact we can turn the computers off.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
That's the Garfield Cup. Oh! Oh, okay. Alright, well, maybe we won't give Jar Google a titty twister then. Since he wasn't wrong, technically. This is the new content. Alright, we'll just cut that bit out. Oh.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay, so we'll follow this because well, obviously this is the way we went before. Oh damn, Stanley Parable, what a throwback! Ah, Mr. Meds, dude, we played it for like 3.5 hours yesterday, and I am hooked. It was on the PlayStation Store. It's like just one of the free monthly games a couple of months ago. I just wanted a game to kill a few nights, a game to kill like a few nights with. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And honestly, man, this is fucking awesome. Because it was only on Ever PC until, well, recently, like the last couple of years. And it's just so funny. This narrator guy is hilarious.
And any new content for it should live up to that.
He just keeps mugging us off.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
Such good concept, man.
Take it one step even further.
We've already got a few different endings.
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Ooh. We got to about here yesterday, but it didn't auto-save it where I thought it would.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Testing 2 printers at the same time. We got the ending where you go down the right corridor and then things get really fucking weird and you end up going to your boss's room and you've got to say like 115 night rain or night hall or something like Nighthawk maybe, and we just didn't, and he was like, you know what, he just kept mugging us off as he does, and it ended there. We got the one now then we got the one where you go up and down the elevator like 5 times and then just takes that room full of people. He's like, you know what, you're a narrative genius. Up and down the same elevator 5 times, and then yeah, there's one where he ended up dying. That was a bit weird. We've got the confusion ending where you end up in the that room with the board,
so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you?
And then we just started wondering about a bit, and we kind of got to here.
What does it even mean?
But it was getting late, and I had work today, so I had to call it a night.
That's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
So this is pretty much as far as we got. Oh, I think we went through that door. I went through the next door, and I was like, alright, gonna call it a night. How are you anyway, Mr. Meds? And how are you, Jam? Well, TSP, better TSP, win-win. Sequential, mindshare. Shift, brick and mortar approach. The colour red, leverage, hostage value. There's a skip button we kept hitting.
Now, to be clear,
eventually we ended up nowhere.
I haven't nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Prequel to the Stanley... Who is a sequel to the... What? The prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is a sequel to the Stanley Parables. Is a prequel to that. It's very confusing. I absolutely love this. I kind of do wish there was a Stanley Parables 2. Or another game like this. Although when you first do it, it's like, Stanley went through the left door. It's like, well, I'm obviously going to go through the right door. This is as far as we got. Because I thought, yeah, just make a really good thumbnail.
Here we are. Go try out some of the new features.
What new features? What you guys been up to today anyway? Are you managing to cope with the heat? Because my god, it's been hot as balls today. Apparently it's meant to be the hottest day of the year so far. I was just going to head to bed, feeling bored and ill, and then you popped online. Ah, well, I'll keep you entertained, man. Me and the narrator and old Stanley here. No screenshots. No, wait. Is that my phone? Wait. I think that's in the game. Okay, that's in the game. Right, hang on. How do I take a screenshot? Let's take a screenshot. Just ordered myself a pizza, gonna roll and snuggle up with Stanley and yourself. Ah, that's mighty kind of you. The new update, ray trace, more of the same, but in a good way. Ah, I got a new trophy as well. You get a trophy for quitting the game and logging back in. I'm like, oh, okay. The reassurance bucket, office decorations, the button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Oh, where is that? Name. Fuck it, let's go.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
What piece you got?
Of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Piazza. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Oh, I wonder what name it's going to say. Can't turn that off. What about you, Meds? What you got planned for the evening? Oh, let's see what it says. Jim?
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Oh.
Of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
So beans on toast, nothing fancy.
Let's take a deep breath.
Can't go wrong with beans on toast, man.
Forget whoever you
White
are
bread or
and
brown
simply
bread?
become a person named Jim.
Ah, greetings and salutations,
I want
Panda.
you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh, that got
Do you
bleak.
feel it deeply? Are you
Chunky,
really
toasty
truly
white.
Jim right
Okay.
now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Beans with sausages or just beans? Right, well, from now on, or for the foreseeable future, I am Jim. Oh my god, that was great.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay.
It hits even
Beans with
harder
sausages.
the
Good
second
call.
time.
Good call.
If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still
I do like
be
beans
worth
with
the
sausages.
money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too
Oh, man.
emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Oh, come on, one more time.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
No such thing as too much
I'm
Jim.
putting the Jim button away.
What?
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Son of a bitch. I was really enjoying being Jim. I'm doing annual reviews. That sounds quite boring. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully, me and the Stanley Parables will keep you company. It is an insane game where the narrator just kind of tells us what to do, and then we just decide to do it or don't do it. But it's really well designed because the people who made it knew how gamers work.
I
So-
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too.
It comments
That
on
would
what you
actually
do.
save
It's
me
just
the work
great,
of
man.
finishing
Honestly, I
this
swear to
feature.
fucking God. Means nobody will bug me. Oh, well, there is always that, I suppose. Right, we can get some merch. The end is never the end again. Right, so office decorations, and something to do with the bucket, so I can enjoy my cup in peace. Wait, got your kebab. Let's go to the reassurance bucket, because Joe kept saying bucket yesterday. And I don't know why. What did that say? Infinite hole. Huh, okay.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Paradoxical.
It engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Shouldn't it be a bucket there then?
As long as you hold on to the bucket,
there it is.
the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
That would be a pain.
The bucket is the perfect solution.
I want the bucket.
Give it a try.
Yes. Oh wow, we have a bucket.
Can you feel it?
Oh, I feel so
Glow of
reassured.
comfort, even in the face of crushing despair.
A salad, yep.
must already
I mean,
be
salad's
soothing
always
for your
redundant.
body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe
Some garlic
the
bread
bucket
and an
lends you
iron
air of
brew.
charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Oh my
All
God.
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Are you not a fan of iron brew jam? What about you, Meds? Do you like iron brew? Are you an iron brewer?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Jam.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on
Oh,
this one.
doesn't go well.
I think that in the new
okay.
version, the office could use a bit of decoration. Like
Okay.
balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Oh, get well someday.
You know,
100%.
sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday,
Oh.
step-niece, it is.
Why ask for our opinion then? Son of a bitch. Well, at least we got our bucket. We are more charismatic and handsome, so
Or
that makes me
actually,
feel better.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Free, new and easy trophy. Oh, fuck yeah. I love free, new and easy trophies. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new trophy, no more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. God, yes. We got a trophy for just logging on
Here's
again.
Something special. You remember
That's awesome.
that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
I feel like it's not going to be as simple as that. It's going to be an actual trophy and I'm not going to get anything pop up. It's going to make me sad.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified.
Ah.
This is technology that will exist.
Oh, come on, man.
Now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I
Whoa.
guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at
Okay.
last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Damn it. Well, at least we've got the bucket. That makes us feel better. Yeah, man. How's work going for you guys then?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle. Oh, we ran out of jumps.
You know what? Let's
fucking
bring the
told
jump
you.
circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yes.
Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Damn it. I said, didn't I? As soon as the remaining jumps went down to 0 and it was in red, I was like, oh, we fucked up here. That's sad. Right. Done the merch. We have our reassuring bucket. We've got the gym button. The button that says gym. Definitely didn't say that before. That's changed. That's really cool. There's an infinite hole somewhere. Oh, infinite hole's that way. The exit is that way. Oh, okay, hang on. This map. We are here. Where's office decorations? I don't have work today. Spent the afternoon picking on the beach, then attended a public meeting about caring for a beach. Well, it sounds like if anyone's, what's the word? Proper eco word today. If anyone's in a position to talk about caring about the beach, it's probably you. If you've been there cleaning it all day. Where's office? Oh, office decorations with the bloody balloons, wasn't it? Did you find anything cool on the beach at least? Right, let's have a look at that's new, and then go to the infinite hole. You can find them, you can find them, you can find them. Collect them all, okay.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Yeah.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wow. Oh, we got one. Oh, it looks so sad. 1 out of 6. I'm guessing, I can't go that way anymore. Yeah, no, Just Stop Oil kind of suck. So, I had to do something they never do. Oh, you mean like actually help the environment? You make it sound like just sitting in traffic and getting in people's way and giving climate change like, a bad rep isn't a good idea.
Give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
It's weird that. There's a really good video though of a guy who proper mugs him off. Get off my ass and do something. Yeah, well that's not an their MO. It's a lot easier to just sit in traffic and really disturb people's day. There's a really good video of a guy who kind of like infiltrates them. I suppose that's right. I don't know if that's been a bit dramatic. And basically, what it culminates into is they're having like a meeting at a church, and he gets like an alarm and a siren kind of thing, attaches it to a helium balloon. Oh, did you ever see the Just Stop Oil protest? I think that's what I'm just about to describe. The one where he ends up at the end of it, he gets that helium balloon, ties an alarm to it and lets it go in like the top of this church, and because it's so high up no one can get it, it's just going on and on and on, and it kind of like stops the meeting. Like earlier on in it as well, they like stand in a circle around the people from Just Stop Oil in the same, so they can't really move. Ah, God, that was great, that was. If you guys haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. Just I think if you type in Just Stop Oil protest, it'll come up with that. It was only like a 10-minute video. Distant past, distant future, space-time, falling, space-time, space-like infinity. Okay. Opening, rim, depth, surrounding area. Ooh, that guy deserves a knight. He does. Out there doing God's work. Science, infinite, falling. More hole. It just keeps going. Okay.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I mean, are we going to do it? I feel like we've got to do it, right? We've got to jump down the infinity hole. Oh, I was going to say, did we do it? But we did it.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Nah, I want to see where this goes. I don't know. I don't believe it's an infinite hole.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Oh, really?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Ah, hello there,
From
GG
one
Gaming.
perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature.
Thank you for joining
It's
us.
more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
Oh, we found the bottom of the hole.
Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
I am clever.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually
But this
need.
time,
Didn't
don't
you
swear.
put
Well,
this
I
on
might
me?
do.
Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that
Every
works
pause
for
button
you,
is a
then go
Roman
ahead
numeral
and press
2.
the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole, and we can move
Join
on.
the two of
I'll
us.
just
We
be
can
up
make
here
it
when you're
right.
ready.
Just the two of us. Just the two of us. That's a lot of twos. Meeting at 2 p.m. Okay, so I think we've exhausted this hole. I don't think it's going to say anything, so we should just probably teleport to the surface now, right?
Great. Now, I'm very excited
Howdy,
to
you'll
show you
swear.
even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Ah, hello there, Emmy. Thanks for joining us. I got another trophy at the beginning of the game for just starting the game again. Turned it on, started up. Oh, that was the thing as well. It was like, you know, it asked me to choose the time again. I was like, oh, okay then. And I put in the time. It was like, oh, thank you for actually taking the time to choose the time. Most people just leave it at 12, but next time, don't even need to put the real time. Just put your favourite time. I was like, but party time isn't a real time. There's not a numerical number I can assign to party time, which I thought was a shame. I also have a bucket. Apparently it makes me more charismatic and handsome, so I'm going to carry it around with me. I might get one for real life. How long have you been streaming for? I've been streaming for 33 minutes. So you haven't missed much, to be fair. Because we got to where we got to yesterday, because it didn't save the game exactly where we left off. It was like back in Stanley's little room, but then we got to the new content bit. I was like, okay, we are your new best friend. Yeah, I'll take any best friend. We can all be friends here, man. Not in a weird parasocial way, just in a, you know, in a respectful kind of way. But I think that's everything here. We got the new free trophy, which doesn't actually give us a new free trophy. We found 1 out of 6 Stanley collectibles. I don't know if there's actually going to be any more. Oh yeah, Emmy, look, I told you, man. The jumps are Tony's bestie. I told you the jumps are come back to bite us in the ass if we did all our jumps, and we did. Look, we could have came here and jumped as well. But no, you should definitely get a bucket to carry around IRL. I walk around with it at Equinox. I was like, I've got a bucket, guys. I get the bucket ending. You just subbed. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you guys haven't already, you should also definitely hit the like button. A little like goes a very long way. Oh, hang on. Right. One of those bright orange B&Q buckets. I don't know if that works. I don't know if that's going to make me as charming and what's the word? Charismatic. Oh wait, the exit's this way. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think we've done everything in here. The whole bucket. There's a button that says our name, but it actually just says Jim. So we had to pretend to be Jim. I think you'd be surprised. And it was really good. We really embodied a guy called Jim. His hopes, his fears, his emotions, living life as Jim. Then when we pushed a button, he said Jim. It's like, oh God.
All right.
It made me feel complete.
You wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah, I think so. W2. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. 2W. I mean, you can fill a bucket with many things. That is true.
Do you like all of the new
like
features?
frogs.
Yes, I know it's not exactly
a bucket full of
clear
frogs.
yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Love
I'll
experiments.
arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Alright, I'm down for that.
Okay.
Let's see what the
Are you
narrator's got
ready?
cooking for us.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley
Do you
Parable
mean this is
2.
cool? Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you. I think. Oh, God, it jumps back. How do we get down there?
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Give me the jumps now.
Yes, this is much better.
see.
I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Oh, much better. Look at those balloons.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add
That's the
up
button
to
that says our name.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel
I have a hair
that would capture
on
all
my
the
chin.
magic of the
I'll scream.
first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter
That's
how
off.
good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
I see.
They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Well, that's
Wait,
good.
Maybe that's it. I can take the original
hang
Stanley
on.
Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Tastefully, of
With
course,
respect,
yes.
with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley
No,
Parable
it is
2.
off good. That's good.
Let me see if I can whip something
Very
up.
good.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
What is it? Oh. Live. Oh. Oh, okay, this is a creepy intro. Begin the game, sure.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
It's the same intro, but it's the balloons.
Number 427.
Emotional support bucket.
Number 427's job.
I do need an emotional
Sat at
support
his
bucket, don't
desk
I?
in room 427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
I have an emotional
Orders
support
came to him
Squishmallow.
through a monitor on his desk,
Hello.
telling him what buttons to push,
Jack.
how long to push
Jack
them,
Skellington.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of
Hello.
every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley
Oh god, when did you get the Jack one? Oh, Jack, I got it for
And
Christmas.
then one day,
Have I not shown you
something
it?
peculiar happened.
I must have shown you it.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Girls
Something he
and
would never
boys
quite
of
forget.
every age
He
wouldn't
had been
dream
at his
but to
desk
see
for nearly an
something
hour
strange.
when he
Come
realized that
with
not
us and you
one
will
single
see
order had
in our
arrived on the
town
monitor
of
for him to follow.
Halloween. Ah,
No
man,
one
yeah.
showed up to give him instructions,
very
call
soft.
a meeting, or even say hi.
I do love all
Never
Jack
in
Skelly
all
Bob.
his years at the company
Okay, yeah, that was a
had
funny
this
watch.
happened. This
Just a while.
complete
Just a while.
isolation.
You watched it.
Something was very clearly
It right.
wrong.
It just gets
Shocked,
better and better.
Frozen solid.
Fucking-
Stanley found himself
When
unable to
they
move
circle
for
round him and they don't do
time.
anything.
But as he came
I'm like,
to his
oh,
wits and
okay, that's pretty
regained
good.
his senses,
But when he puts
got up
the
from his desk and stepped out of
the
his
alarm
office.
thing on the helium balloon, and it's just there going off, and oh god, honestly, absolute genius. I swear to God. Honestly, hats off to that guy. Like Jam said, that dude deserves a knighthood. I reckon if you claimed you were allergic to dogs, you could get your emotional support bucket on the NHS. Has them been stopping paint again? Yeah, rape alarms are very loud. They are. Oh, is that what it was? A rape alarm, wasn't it? Well, yeah. I mean, they've got to be loud to be fair, and that is a very high ceiling. It was such a high ceiling. Just watching it float up, I'm like, wow. And then they're just trying to poke at it with like brooms and sticks and a ladder that's quite obviously nowhere near long enough to get to it. Absolute brilliant. What about talk about mugging them off?
Decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
an emotional support bucket for on the NHS.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm going to see how this playthrough ends, but I know we can go out this window because we jumped out there yesterday because Jack Google told us. Not that people pay any attention to it. No, I think it's just meant to be so loud that you're meant to put it in their ear. It like kind of like deters them. But I'm not a rape alarm user or a rapist, so I don't really know. Ooh, what's this doing here? Yeah, it doesn't help. They sound like a shop alarm. No, it doesn't. But a very loud shop alarm though, so.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
Where? Have we missed a bucket?
Not doing it?
Did we miss the bucket? Oh, we missed the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh, thank God. I feel handsome and charming again. Thank you. We're doing it for a bit over a year. I definitely think it's got better as it's gone along. I mean, deep heat in the bag seems like a good deterrent.
Entered the door on his left.
So we enter the door on the right this time, yeah, with our bucket. Deep heat, God, in the eyes, that'd hurt. We are going to the right door, right? I assume. All in favour, say aye. Aye. Yeah, right door. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Okay, we're going through the right door. I love the name Links Shalash.
The correct way to the meeting room.
Thank you.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Cheers. It's a Metal Gear Solid reference. Like Shalash is half of Shalashaska. And Lynx is just another big cat, like an ocelot.
Turned out to be correct. Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful.
I mean, pepper spray is not legal here, so just as good. It's not effective. It is stupid that pepper spray isn't legal here. Like, people don't really have that many things to defend themselves with. Like, I've thought about this.
Being here in the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
That is true. Like, people who are going to commit crimes, they have a whole arsenal of things.
This was where the bucket felt most
knives, guns, swords, bricks, broken bottles,
perhaps it's the only place
grotting wires,
can even feel at home.
I don't know. Kitchen knives. But people don't really have anything to defend themselves with. I think you should at least get a bit of pepper spray. Instead of stabbing, it's pepper spray stabbings.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed.
I'd rather be pepper sprayed than stabbed, to be fair.
The bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
No, I think the bucket does like to be here. I think me and the bucket are very in sync with this. Left. Right, left. Left! So it's pepper spray. Imagine if it was. Left! A leaflet for a job fair is usually all you need to defend yourself against most of the wannabe gangsters. That is true. That is true. Oh! Real honest hard work. Ah! It's like a soap to hippies. I meant right, as in you are right. Ah! Well, thank you.
Finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Right, or I think Up, down, left, right, triangle, circle. Up, down, left, right, triangle, circle. O1. Start. Up, down. Is that a Command and Conquer cheat? Alright, we're gonna go through this door.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay. You remember me spamming the nuke or that PS1? It was. Ah, God, because the two cheats I used, because you could get a lot, but the best cheats was ones for the nukes and one to clear the fog of war. Because you had the four like PlayStation symbols, didn't you? And you have to press circle, so it went da 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 da. So it went that one, and then that one, and that was either nuke or clear the fog of war. The Konami code: up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. BA start. What are those commands? What commands? Oh, hang on. Is this something? This is something new. Hang on, guys. It's circle, square, triangle, X, circle, square, triangle, circle, circle, square, triangle, X, triangle, circle. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is new. This wasn't here before because it's Command and Conquer. Red alert. Look, we can go across there. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a Stanley doll. Because before we couldn't drop down here. Because we tried a few times. Because remember, we seen this from over there. It's like, I bet you can get there somehow. We couldn't figure it out. But it looks like we can. I've got 6 out. I've got 2 out of 6 now.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of
That's
these.
new.
Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Job well done,
you
guys.
Buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
2 out of 6.
So, I implore you to savour each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Beautiful. New. Very new. You must be too young, GG Gaming, if you don't know cheat codes. Yeah, he keeps asking us not to swear and stuff. I think he's a child, but you know, he's not bad. He's not the worst. Crafting, nah. Should we try drop down here again? Do we try drop down, or do we go through the tunnel? So okay, 1 for down, or 2 for the tunnel. Down, gravity or tunnel? Gravitar, vent. Oh, we got 1 for the vent. 1 for 2 for. Okay, we're all going for the vent. Okay. Oh, it's a loading screen. Poop chute. The poop chute. That's one of the best chutes there is. That's taking us here. I don't know where here is. You just can't swear. That's peculiar, but to each their own. Are you robot GG Gaming? And I can't watch it. Well, you don't really have to watch someone swear. You just have to listen to them do it. So it's not too bad. Or a parent, perhaps. This is what I said to Emmy yesterday. I was like, it's probably just some like parent watching it with his kid. It's like, yeah, we could be a family-friendly channel, if need be. What is this?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
What the fuck is Camberada? Did we just find an ending? Ah, yeah, because I was speaking to Google, and he said, not every ending has credits. So, like, when we went up and down the lift, and then ended up in that big room full of people, that was an ending. It turns out, you know, when we got to that big whiteboard, it said, like, the confusion ending. That was the ending of that. That was the end of that ending. It actually doesn't go any further than that. I think we got that one where Stanley ended up dying, and then there was a woman called Maria, and she just stood looking at his corpse for a while, and then went about a day. We obviously got the ending where we actually got the credits. So we're only close to find out what's happening here. I don't think there's anything happening specifically. I think everything is just kind of happening, and we'll just get different outcomes. Like, you know, with our first ending, I think, or one of them, where he said, "Oh, you've ruined it. There was a underground lab and big explosions." We almost got that one yesterday. Oh, we actually did, but we got blew up. We couldn't figure it out in time. I don't know, man. His day at work seems way more chill than your average day at work. Yeah, I mean, sat there just pressing buttons mindlessly does seem... I mean, it depends what he's getting paid. If he's on minimum wage, and I don't know if it'd be worth it because of the monotony, but, you know, you're probably not going to get paid much more than minimum wage for sat pressing the M key, and then the escape key, and then the I key. It kind of reminds me of Castaway with the ball, but instead it's a bucket. Should we name the bucket? Oh my god, we should name the bucket Jim, of course. Yeah, I was going to say that it was an end. Ah, okay. I don't know, man. It seems risky, I think. You for make vids. I think you're making the vids. Do you watch Doston live? I don't know who Doston is, I'm afraid. I assume that's another streamer?
All of his co-workers were gone.
But no.
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Das streamer. I think I prefer repetitive work than being shouted at in retail. Yeah, it's... Well, I mean, I don't work in retail, but obviously I work on phones in a call centre. It's, the general public aren't people you really want to have to deal with. Right, so we fell down here.
At first,
did you try the computer code thing? No,
until he heard this narration,
I did not.
Realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
We chose no last time, so we're going to choose yes this time. In Rivals. I'm not very good at shooting games. Like, I play a bit of COD. I like zombies, it's alright. But when it comes to, like, actual PvP with people, I am not top tier. Let's put it that way. Meds. Critical Medzzo. He's good. Are people trying to banter with you in a charity shop, like... Oh, barter. Who tries to barter at a charity shop? That's insane.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want. Like
CNC Rivals.
Right now. You could have done it just then. Now,
Nah,
would also
I
be
think
an
he means
appropriate
Marvel
time to
Rivals.
quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
That seems like
I'm
the new
enjoying
big
what seems
game.
to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make
Roblox
this
Rivals.
as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Okay.
There once
Oh.
was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
What?
What Stanley liked most was buttons.
I like
He
buttons.
pushed them like some kind of glutton.
I'm fat.
He did it all day in a meaningful way.
Oh, beautiful.
But his brain had long ceased to function.
Battery charge shop is
Which is
wild.
why he is in this parable.
Who does that,
Makes
man?
an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
And the narrator's quite a good singer.
Will become quite unbearable.
Ah, that was a nice song. Plays the guitar quite nicely. Ah, someone's hitting the heart button. Oh no, it's 100%. Yeah. Smack that heart button. Let's go. Whoop whoop. Oh. Does that Command and Conquer have a Rivals thing then? I just stood there like it's priced. Or the rip labels are well remaining. There's nothing against, but I'm just like, stop being cheeky. Can you see the hundreds? I can see the hundreds and the hearts. It counts as impressions, so I'm absolutely down for this. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't batter it, charity shop. I consider myself a bit of a cheeky person. And I wouldn't do that. It's a charity shop. It's cheap. Jesus, man. The game has a real chill vibe. It does. Considering, like, you know, the narrator just keeps mugging us off. But I think this is it. Oh. Yeah, we'll just begin the game again. Because there are some times when you just have to end up beginning the game. Like when we figure... yeah, it's trash. Like, Clash. Oh! The mobile game. It's a mobile game, isn't it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Is that what it is?
Perhaps
The
simply
mobile
was the
game
memo.
one. Meeting today. I love the heart button. Figurine Finders Committee. Meetings today. Oh, that rope's gone. Oh, it's this thing again. Right, so when we did it, when we found this 5 times and got all those little pink buttons in, it took us to a white room with a bunch of spinning dots. I don't know what that means or what we was meant to do. Me and my bro used to play CNC Red Alert 2 on PS1. I had 2 consoles. I linked it up. It told me about that before, man. But then you used to like put it through the window, so like it was in each of your room, like the connecting cable. Meds used to play it. Competitively, didn't you, Meds? It just unlocks heaven. Is that all it does? Is unlock heaven? Because that was quite hellish. Should we get the bucket again? I kind of want to. We're gonna take the
Stanley
bucket.
lifted the bucket into his
Generally,
arms,
yeah.
and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
I do feel comfortable. Right.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
So we've got a new
and
ending
the
there.
door on his left.
So let's go to the door on the right. That's it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
I do
telling
love
him
the bucket.
The employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Oh man, next Halloween I'm going to dress as Stanley.
And here it was.
It's the
The
white
bucket
shirt,
turned out to
his
be
blue
toilet.
jeans and a
Was this
bucket.
better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley
You have to
thought
go.
himself.
Okay, well I
Yes,
appreciate you stopping by, man.
absolutely was. How insightful the
Well,
bucket turned out to be.
bye bye GG. We'll be on again tomorrow, and then Friday, well playing this, and then Friday will be Elden Ring. I don't know how you, I know you don't like swearing, I don't know how you feel about
It
drinking.
was a grand adventure. No,
That's what we'll be doing.
never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh, the bucket's never wrong.
Stanley
I feel bad
put the door
now.
on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No meeting room for us.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo
Right.
lift, yes. Go there.
So we've
go
got
to
that.
the cargo lift.
Alright, so where should we go? Should we go up? Hang on. Do we go all the way up, so that'll be number 1, or do we drop down number 2? Drop down number 2. 2 is poo. What are we thinking? Up and up, up and away? Or that way? Will you be on Saturday? It depends on Friday, to be fair. Probably not. It'll be Monday. Oh, I need to do a poll on on YouTube, so we decide what we play next. It's either going to be Sekiro or hopefully the Days Gone remaster. Oh, we have one for up and one for down. Okay. But yeah, so if it's not Saturday, it'll be Monday. But no, cheers for stopping by, GG. We'll see you soon. Med, you got to split the difference. One said up and one said down. Imagine this with cosplay or whatever. You have the buttons. Of course, like Stanley picked the left door. Oh, like you mean like someone plays the narrator? Is that like the buttons they press? Go up. Alright, got 3 for up. We've got 2 for up. Okay, we'll go off up.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to
Over
do.
my room, the temperature of the
Stanley
sun.
did not question why or how
Because
this
God
bucket
hates
was
us.
speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Besides
But Stanley
that,
chose
explains
not to
answer
think
door.
about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
I wish the bucket
and
would speak to me.
He unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
This would be a very unique multiplayer game. I'd play it. I'd want to play it.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Ah, man, I kind of wish I had a bucket telling me what to do. This is where the phone is, isn't it? I am
Now
the
pick
left
up
door.
the phone.
Someone will be the right.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
Right. So last time we was here, Jam rather cleverly said, "Can you unplug the phone?" I was like, "I don't know, can we?" And then it spiraled us out of control. Things got pretty in whack. But I want to leave it for a while, see how long it is, how long it'll keep ringing for. It looks like that makes the phrasing very awkward. Enter the left or right door. We'll answer it. Phrasing. Ah, God, I haven't watched Archer in years, man. Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants. Psych, I don't have to go. Ah, that's some good stuff, man. Well, cheers for coming back then. I don't think the phone's going to stop ringing. I think we have to either pick up the phone or do this. I'll be at a closed door. The one Tony just fiddles with the knob. Trying to get it open. Yeah, I'm just sat there spitting on the handle like... Like, oh, doors don't spit back. Ugh. Sheesh. Alright, should we pick up the phone? I'm going to pick up the phone because it keeps ringing. I thought it would have stopped by now. Oh.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Ah, what?
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a
Don't
bucket
spit
because
back.
I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Oh man, that's
Then,
brutal.
very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
It could speak to me. It told me what to do. It told me to go in the crane. You all heard the bucket speak to me. Bro has a wife. Stanley apparently has a wife. You use sounding rod as a lockpick. You now have I do have the bucket. I did find the bucket that you kept mentioning. And it makes me more charismatic and handsome. It's funny you should mention lockpicking. I actually bought a new lock today. It cost me £3.50 and it's a weather resistant padlock. It says it's good cutting resistance from bolt cutters, but it's probably a piece of shit when it comes to being picked. It is an emotional support bucket. Thank you. Hey, up there, guys. Where's the bucket? That is a good point. Where is my emotional support bucket? Sorry, I'll slightly disappear. No, don't. As long as it's an unused one. Oh god, I bet they smell bad after a while. Why did you buy a lock? So I could pick the lock. Should we try it now? Let's have a look. Because every so often I treat myself to a new lock. I thought I will do that again today. That's the wrong side. Hang on. My trusty lockpicking kit. Woohoo! We'll try the B pick. I don't think you can see that, but sod it. The last £3.50 one I got from B&M was this one, and honestly, it is trash. Probably gonna take me longer to get in the packet than it is actually to open it. Oh, the Oblivion look, the remake looks good, doesn't it? No, Oblivion lockpicks. Yeah, all picks. How's it going anyway, Google? We have found a bucket. As it's been referred to it as our emotional support bucket. Don't break into my house, man. I will not. Why do I keep saying lockpick? I'm not sure. But we have the keys here. Oh, that's not a good sign. Look how tiny those keys are. Still at work, only on chat for a bit. Right, not a problem. I'm going to break into this. Oh, that might be difficult. Ooh. That. Interesting, let's see. Because there's a bit of a gap between. Can't really see it, hang on. So it's not flush, like I can put my finger in like that. So let's have a look. Alright, we can still fit the tension tool in. That is fine. Got a little lockpick thing. And then there's interesting. Hang on. That could be embarrassing. I can't do it quickly. This black piece of plastic makes it quite difficult because you can't get a tension tool flushly in. Oh, this is embarrassing. Hang on. I'm sure we can do it nonetheless. Hang on. I have to get to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Not a problem. This. Well, actually, might have problems with this. Let's see. Good man. I'll be in touch. My fingers get erratic. Hi Jam, Tony, Timu Lock. Actually, I got it from. I don't even know where I got it from. Back in college, me and Jack did. The tension tool won't stay in. This. Or is something a bit longer. You. Ha ha ha. I thought it would have been done by now. Right, give me a second. We are determined. This is a bit thick and now it won't fit in though. Shizer. Oh my god, you know what? Oh, it's embarrassing. I'm going to have to give up because this has taken me way longer than I thought. We'll try again when it goes a little bit of a talking spree. Up for a camp and a hike. Oh gosh. Right, where was that? Sorry, let me catch up. Tony Timu, hi Jam. Keep misspelling. That's not a problem. My spelling's not the great. I do it all the time because your fingers get erratic. Up for a hyper camp out soon. Normal. Yeah, gotta go to the bathroom. Okie dokie. You'll be in touch. I'm gonna do the lockpicking the Fallout way with a hair grip. Just stick it all the way in the back and pop it. Smash it. There's 2 locks. I saw a geocache that you had lockpick it to get in. A geocache. Normally it's not too hard, but there's like a because you could fit your whole finger in there. I can't really get the tension tool in. Unless I had it upside down. I don't know. I'm sure the narrator will start talking again in a minute. Where the hell are we? Where's our bucket? Oh god, thank god it's there. Oh. Press to take me to work with you. Gonna jump off, mate. Enjoy Stanley Adventures. Got work early tomorrow. Need to get some sweet Z's. That is understandable, man. Well, you enjoy. I appreciate you stopping by. Keep cool because it's damn warm, and I'll catch you again. Bye bye, Crit. It's me, your bucket. See, the bucket does talk to us. Press up to take me to work with you. I guess I can't physically do anything by the seams of it. Alright, I guess we go up.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Stop talking. Carry on talking. Shit. Right, we'll stop. Hang on. That's one. Where's our bucket gone? We've lost our bucket again. Copy is going. Oh, thank God it's here. Whew, take me back home with you. I need to start finding more geocaches, like one required. What are geocaches? There's one on the ISS, Emmy. That'd be a challenge. ISS? Bro, it's just fake. Jim the bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
Where's it going?
I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
I mean, that kind of looks like a bucket. Sup, brother? Hey, it's Jimmy. How's it going? We are, there it is, thank God. It's Jimmy. Jim. Meet Jim the bucket. Jim the bucket. Meet Jimmy. That's a lot of YouTube symbols there. GG Gaming. Gotta go for real. GG, gotta go. I'm back clear. Not a problem. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Jag Google. I've found the bucket that you kept mentioning yesterday, and I'm not really sure what we're going to be doing with it, but, well, hopefully we'll see you later. If not, thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your shift. Bye-bye, Jagoogs. They are baby Jims.
Try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
No, it's lying.
All it
Of course
would
it
ever
can.
truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to
You
a
have to leave as
different
well.
location.
Okay,
That's
well,
it.
we'll still be here later
It
if you do
doesn't
come back.
Anything else?
If not, then not a problem. We'll be back on, as I say, tomorrow, playing this. And then Friday, it's Elden Ring. Whew, oh, there we go. Don't listen to the loud man. Press down to go back home. Oh, thank God, we're back. Oh, it's dark.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket.
Not taking orders.
You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Hey, it's not a stupid hunk of metal, though, is it? Ah! Haha, did it. See? Fucking hell, that took way longer than it should have. But look, yes, I am a lockpick extraordinaire. They call me Tony Two Picks. Ah, there it is. Oh. Press to ignore anyone in your life except... Can I do that? Oh, chat, I'm sorry. That's a harsh way to speak about Jim.
I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
It's not just a bucket, though, is it? No, it's not.
Cling to this bucket.
It's not a bucket. It's a way of life.
Bucket.
It's not cold.
Sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Yeah, look at it. That is a top quality bucket. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Yeah, let's go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
Nah.
It's just a little more,
Oh.
I'm trying to say, sturdier, more capable of transporting.
Oh, we can watch TV with that bucket.
Better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
They don't make them like that anymore. No. No, they don't. That is a good quality bucket. Decent handle, look, a little bit of wood on there. Sat in front of the TV. Ah, brilliant. To relive the same day with me over and over. Sturdy. Sturdy. Yes.
Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Piece of shit lock. Let's go home to work. Home.
Oh, no. I'm having feelings for the bucket.
It's okay, narrator. We all are.
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes.
Saucy.
The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Tony's new profession is a locksmith. I don't know if there's much money in it, because I've thought about it, you know. So maybe it's something I could do. Because it's a really easy thing to practice, because like I'm quite lazy. I don't really want to get up and do stuff. I can literally just buy a lock, sit here, play with it a bit, like learn, and that's it. I don't have to do much except just like, you know, fiddle around with my hands for a bit. It's great. But I feel like I might have to fight the narrator for the bucket.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
Where is he?
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
What's happening? Go back to work, Stanley. There's good money in theft. There is. That is true. Is that one of the endings? I wished it was more obvious when we got an ending. Like, it'd say... Like that one time we actually got credits rolled, didn't we? I wish it'd do that, like, every time. Or just, like, a little nod to say, okay, this is a different ending, and that's a different ending. Also, you know when you play a game as well, it shows you, like, how much of it's completed. Like it says at the bottom. Like, I think we're 75% way through Silent Hill 2. It doesn't have, like, a percent meter for this, which I find odd. Alright, so we're back here. We'll take the bucket again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh no, it's in the other room.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We still need to find the other figurines, don't we? So let's take the bucket.
And the chaos all
is there not a trophy for each ending?
No.
No. So I had a look into it. Turns out I had 19 original endings, but now there's like 40 something. But I'm assuming it's something to do with the bucket, because the bucket is from the new content. And the way we came across that microphone, not that microphone, but the right. Okay, so hang on. Next time. We'll do what we did before. We'll answer the phone, but we won't take the bucket. Because before, when we unplug... Oh, no, actually, you know what? We'll unplug it. We'll do what we did before, but we'll unplug the phone and see if anything happens with the bucket. Because
this was not the correct way to the meeting.
It wanted us to... Last time, the narrator was on about, answer the phone. And it mentioned, like, going back to your apartment with your wife and your kid and whatnot, didn't it? But this time it was very bucket-orientated.
Never mind.
So do you think if we unplug the phone, it'll be bucket orientated as well?
Back to the meeting room.
Let's do a bit of trial and error.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
said the bucket.
Good
now
bucket.
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
God, at least the bucket doesn't ask us to commit murder. That would be awkward.
In
Right.
here,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
Yes, why?
Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Oh. Hey, we're going to get another video then.
What is
okay. Last time we got one on...
comedic timing.
What's the last video we got?
How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
Oh.
And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
I will remember
to begin
this.
the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
Yeah.
Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with
on
the
three,
funny,"
guys.
now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This
That was
saying
great.
is a perfect example of expectations management,
Okay.
which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An
It's very
effective survey
insightful.
should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, You'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles.
Oh my God.
All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Did we just stumble into Starship Troopers?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
What is happening? That was both informative and confusing. Yeah, it's kind of weird how I completely forgot about that time in history when we fought alien bugs. Because last time... it's still got all the things up. The things have came back up. Because he puts the sides on. It's like, oh, you're the player. You're obviously a dunce. Do you think we can get up to there at some point? And that's when things start getting really weird, wasn't it?
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept.
It's kind of funny.
King of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke.
Oh, we can't go up here either.
Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Oh. Oh, it's going to make us go all the way back to those two doors. Okay. Oh, because then we went into the right one, didn't we, last time? Because we did all this without the bucket. Because he has the existential crisis and... Yeah. And then everything starts getting weird. Because that's when we end up going back to the boss's room, wasn't it? And that's when we got our first proper ending. Right.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oh, I don't think so. Okay, that's looking dark. Oh.
We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
That's a good point.
There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go.
Oh.
You ready?
I thought it was going to make us do it again.
Came to a
Holy
set of two open doors. They entered the door on the left.
Right, eventually it'll stop us being able to do this, I assume, right?
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
It's probably just going to keep looping us like this.
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Right, if it just cuts out again, like right away.
What? We're back at the phone already?
We'll go to the left. Yeah, okay. I think we've exhausted this dialogue, so we'll go to the door on the left like we're supposed to.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors...
We've played for like an hour and a half. This is the first time going through the door on the left. Mind you, to be fair, we did start off halfway through the...
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
What?
Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers.
Wait, where's the broom closet?
I'm shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
Okay, we've got an ending.
Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame.
Pale.
With shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this.
Yeah, so this is how we got another ending.
Jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what...
I'm not sure what ending we've just got here. But yeah, we've got this, not this ending before. But where we're in the roof and we can see ourselves and the narrator's talking. But yeah, that was me just stood in the room. We're still playing Stanley Parable 2. Oh, we are.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It sounds like there's... Should we go down there? Nah, said it. Weird. Why can I hear this noise outside these windows? It's all these windows. It's okay, I'll have that as a sound bit soon. When we finally get those 500 subscribers! Because we are smashing the hours. Right, obviously we're going to get our emotional support bucket.
Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Right, so let's see what we've done.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I mean, there's obviously different stories. Where do we go, guys? We go left or right? What are we thinking? What's up? Cast your votes now. Weird. Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Left, maybe left? Maybe left, yeah. Left, yeah, we've got 2 for left. Going once. Going left. So... Whoosh. Now, where was the broom closet? I bet we can do weird things in the broom closet with the bucket. Oh. We need more planks. Oh, the writing's changed. Warehouse access. Produce 1 plank to allow easy access fence. Construct bridge to a shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Ah! Maybe we can get on the warehouse floor. If we just jump down from that little bit. Construct new structurally sound bridge. Why do I have a feeling that's not the first time you said that? What, this is... Wait, what did I say? The bridge? Just the... Sorry, I was rambling for a second then. What? The room's changed? The writing changed? In this room, feel pointless. Ideas. Weird spinning figurines. Why do they have to look like Force 27? Floating. Maybe we are the collectibles. Maybe we are the collectibles. There will be a reward for finding them all. This is about finding a broom closet so you can spend some time with a bucket. Oh, that thing. Right, for different reasons, I'm going to pretend I don't know what you're on about and just scooch past that because we don't need to talk about that. Right. Okay, so this tells us where they all are. Places to search. So that was the first one we got. A large room, lots of boxes. That was that second one where it was on his little planks. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Oh, that's going to be the toilet. That's going to be the executive bathroom in the manager's office. I'm telling you. Is this some kind of game? I don't know about the other three though. I'm sure we'll find them. It's like 427. The drawing on the top left is taking the piss out of you. Lol, looks like 427. It is. I mean, that doesn't look like me. I'm not that skinny. My hair's a bit longer. There will be cleaning of this wall required. I want to go home. I want them so much. Thank you, good luck. How we can find them? Bottom text. Alright. Look at him. Well, no, small folk have to synergize, have resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo from management. There was no memo. Agenda. How can you tell you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took the pictures of them? Oh, hang on. That's in the bathroom. I told you it'd be in the bathroom. That's definitely the executive bathroom. Fig leaves are hard to find. Follow clues provided employee 416. We could do it. Red room? Question mark. Good luck. Ah! Broom closet!
Oh, Stanley. Can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Oh, no, I deserve the bucket.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
It's my bucket.
To go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
Absolutely
I know
will
how
not.
hard it must be.
It's not.
Given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
My
this
bucket.
Is your companion.
My
and
companion.
Lifelong friend.
Lover. Lifelong friend.
Hand it over. Oh, no.
No.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
That is true, he
This
didn't.
is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
What?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient. That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
That is
Expand
rude.
on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point
We went to my house
Share
and then
your
back to
journal
work.
entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved.
We
over
listened
the
to a
years.
tape. It was weird.
Let him have it.
What else did we do? Listen to that tape. That weird. We watched an informative video. Chose doors.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
That has to be said twice
now.
now.
It's settled. No more debate.
It does. You can't say
no
weird
more
once.
discussion.
It's weird.
Take our
Weird.
height broom closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Okay.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here.
Oh,
and I'm going to
I just
slap it
realised
on
he's-
as well because
he's put
I
another
think
sticker
it's
on.
appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
That is great. Do you think we get more if we just stand here in the broom closet?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I think that's probably going to be the last thing he has to say. But we can always go out and come back in. At least we've got 2 stickers for it. Property of Stanley. Oh, but you didn't think we were done yet. Oh, he's actually not going to say anything this time. Fair enough. We did get a lot of broom closet related dialogue before.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Right, I am going to go upstairs purely because I'm pretty sure that's where another one of the things is going to be. If we check in here. Come on, move. Ah, told you.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Yeah. Look, 3 out of 6.
You know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes.
Oh, I like
think
Stanlerines.
like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Yeah, it's kind of cool actually. I want a Stanlerine. Surely you can buy a Stanlerine somewhere. Someone on Etsy's got to have made one, right? Oh, crows. Maybe you have their own store. I might have to look it up tomorrow. I don't really want to look too much into it. I don't want any spoilers for any cool endings. Good feeling money's for stealing, but as years of... Because of course. Okay. Well, at least we know what the bathroom's for. Ah, it's this again. Right, we're not going in the elevator as well, because that's copyrighted music. That... Like, when it was uploaded, I was looking, I was like, why does it say it's copyrighted? All these windows that are like just blinding white have like a big fiery noise coming from them. Definitely wasn't doing that before.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Oh, thank God the bucket's here.
In his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Nice segue.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Right. But if we leave it long enough, he'll just open the door himself.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Right, so you know this is the way that got us to the, I don't know what end to call it. You know the one with all the people?
2845.
That one, where we went up and down the elevator. Do you think the bucket will get us a different version of that ending? Kind of curious, to be honest. Oh, there we go, popped it. Aha! Alright, I'm going to stop doing that now.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just
there we go.
All by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Right. Up and down the elevator it is 5 times. Do 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 do.
The elevator raced downward. plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Yes.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
The bucket is
Soothing
helping.
him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Whoa.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up?
Oh,
when I was
yeah.
pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Okay. Well, obviously we've got to go press the number 3 now. We'll press it 4 times and see what happens. I'm really glad I've got a bucket.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent.
The bucket's having a good time as well.
Who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him?
I think the bucket is excited.
Once
It's just
Stanley had had enough
keeping it
of number
cooler.
3, he got back in the elevator.
Alright. What number should we press next when we come back up?
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
It did fill me with sparkles and sunshines.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind.
Oh, it's true.
Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
Yeah. Without a doubt.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Oh.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears, and the whole time he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all.
So strange.
Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Okay, right, back to the elevator.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
There's got to be. What do you guys think the solution is? Should just maybe hit the bucket? Maybe it needs a new sticker. Oh. It doesn't have anything to say. That's rare. Ah, there we go.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Alright, so it does take us back.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single
If I held a press
measure
conference
further.
with a bucket, would you guys come and watch?
The day arrived. Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Like, I'm not sure what it'd be on, but it'd just be me and a bucket. Talking about whatever you guys want, really. Stage 3. Oh, of course. Because we love the number 3.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket.
It just says 3 all over again. Last time it said, like,
opportunity to share
different
a
messages,
true
like break a leg
connection
and
with a
things
loved
like that.
one.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your co-workers. Only if you let the bucket do all the speaking. Oh, that is true. Yeah, I think it'd be rude not to. I wouldn't want to steal the show. I just sit there and insightfully just nod my head and go,
There was no one here.
Oh, what?
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak.
Oh.
To listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit.
Oh, this is so sad.
Silence.
The next one. I don't think there will be a next one.
Friends.
Doesn't seem like me and the bucket's a thing anymore.
Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Ah, this is so sad. Right, do you know,
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
okay, so it's not making like a big fiery noise sound outside the window now. Interesting. Jim. It's still got the stickers on it. I fucking love this game. I think what we're going to do, right, is actually just follow the game as we're meant to. Because we actually haven't done that yet. I think that'll be interesting to see where this leads. You know, go through the left door, do this, do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
It'll be
doors,
interesting.
he entered the door on his left.
Okay, narrator. Yeah, because if you go through the right door, you come back out through this door. It's like, oh, he's taking a detour, but yeah. It's crossing the right. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere red and blue. 12 objects appeared across the office. We suggest resources. Right, these are the same things. Because we're still technically in the sequel, Stanley Parables 2.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I think if this ends up being the same like little speeches before.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Yeah.
No reason to still be here.
That's the same as before. Right, okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Let's go see what the boss man has to say. Don't need to go in the lift.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Okay.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh no. Oh my god. The game's like, no, you will stay here for a few minutes.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. If you say so, narrator. Oh, it's another one.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
4 out of 6.
And
4
now
out
I'm
of 6.
torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Stanlerines.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
4 out of 6. What do you guys think? Stanlerines or Figlies? That wasn't there before either, I'm sure it won't, because we would have noticed it when we went up and down. So maybe there's only certain ones you can get with the bucket. Oh, the plot thickens. I think the blue and red one is when you go down the stairs, because things got weird there, because that's when we end up dying, wasn't it? Because you just end up in that loop. Because the narrator has like an existential crisis. He has a lot of existential crises, actually.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright, we'll do it. We'll buy it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What if they show neighbours? Or EastEnders? That's when good neighbours
Now the monitors jumped to
become
life. Their true nature
good
revealed.
friends. Hey, that's
Each bore the number of an
47.
employee in the building. Stanley's
Fuck yeah.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility.
Yeah, because you end up there if you
was
end up
too
going down
horrible to believe it
the
couldn't be
confusion
true.
ending path, don't you?
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Oh,
Was this the
God.
only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to
I do feel a bit
accept
naked without the bucket. It does feel like it's became part of us. I feel like if I was missing my arm.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own
Sad.
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
No, we can't have.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
That was
and as
3.
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
3,
he
1,
would
2.
dismantle the controls once
I think that one's
and
4.
for all.
But I can't see how to get up there. And then 5 is over there. Because I know last time we clicked no when we should have clicked yes, and that's when it just like kind of blew up, and we didn't figure out how to stop it in time because we're not the smartest cookies, unfortunately. So next time we'll just click yes and hopefully get a better ending. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Huzzah! We did it! So that was the story that the narrator wanted to tell. So Jam, I think this is the bare bones of what it's meant to be. Just follow the narrator's story, should be fine.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh.
Was it over?
Do we think it's over?
Yes. He had won.
Fuck yes.
He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Damn.
That was all he needed to know.
That's quite the
It was
view.
Perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Little bridge over there in the distance.
Stanley was happy.
Ah, man. What a beautiful game. Beautiful message. Oh, beat the game. Complete the Stanley Parable. We got a trophy for that. We actually got a trophy for that. Oh. This looks different. Ah, Jam, was you here when we did this last time? This is what happens when you I assume you're still there. Old Jamalama Ding Dong. This is what happens when you push it 5 times. Nah, I missed it. Oh, this is... Okay, good. Well, not good, but yeah. This is it. Yeah, and this is it. Can you turn them all off? Nah, they only stay turned off for a certain amount of time. Hang on. I feel like there's got to be more to it. But I feel like it's the kind of thing where you need like high, like, there you go. See, look, they turn off eventually. Like, if you look at it, eventually they'll line up and make a pattern. But I feel like I need, like, you know, like Ben Affleck's The Accountant, like his like kind of level of autism. I feel like I'd need that to be able to try and figure this puzzle out. Which I just can't do. It's just this over and over and over again. I don't even know what it's saying. So what you got to do is you got to go begin the game again. It should take us back to where we was. Ah, shizer. Alright,
His co-workers were gone.
Right, we're speedrunning this.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Because when we went through that door, it had a different door there. Like, it had a different thing on the outside.
Came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door.
Maybe it's not a puzzle. Just a troll. I think it is a troll. That is my theory. What is that? Nearby a fireplace. How was that nearby a fireplace? Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad.
Oh.
Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's
Oh.
a new passageway.
Oh, hell yeah.
Surprise.
Wait, what the hell? Ah, this game just never ceases to amaze me, man. Oh, that's a fireplace. Is that a fireplace? No, it's not. That pokes out. Right. Because I want to know what happens when we go through the door again. Because before, that was like when we was in the cubicle, it wasn't the regular outside of the cubicle. Plus, I think if we do it in like 4.5 minutes, we get a trophy.
Door that read Mind Control Facility.
I can't remember if it's either Damo or Joe said yesterday you get a trophy for doing it in like 4.5 minutes, or getting a ending in 4.5 minutes.
Room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life.
Oh,
Their
they are
true
jumping.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee.
That sounds doable. It does. I guess it depends what ending you need, but if it's just A to B like that, it should be doable.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally.
We only got slightly distracted at one point to look at that the whiteboard and maybe that fireplace. But other than that, it should give us enough wiggle room.
Facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Oh,
Had
but it
Stanley
could.
really been under someone's control all this time?
But again, we don't know what ending it is. It might be a different ending.
Because
Because I'm not going to look at trophies until after tomorrow. Because there isn't that many. There's only 12.
Refused to believe it. He
And we've already got
couldn't accept it. His own
4.
life in someone else's control. Never.
Yeah, we've already got
It
4,
was
so we only need like
unthinkable.
6 more.
Wasn't it?
I know one
Was
of
it
them
even possible?
is that
Had he
one for
truly
doing it in
spent
4.5
his
minutes, but I don't know
entire
specifically
life
what.
utterly blind to the world?
And then there's another trophy Damo was saying for completing for not playing the game in
heart
10
of the
years,
operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
which it seems a bit undoable. But obviously you just put the clock forward on your console.
All of it monitored.
Because Joe came in and said the only one he hasn't got is the speedrun
And
one.
as the cold reality
I was like, oh,
of his
okay.
past began
And he
to
said he
sink
just
in,
did it
Stanley
by
decided that this machinery would never again.
he said he just did it by moving the clock forward like on his console to get that trophy. It's like, oh, okay. So we'll have to do that at some point.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh, chilly.
Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Ah, what again?
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Oh, so close, but
And
so
yet,
far.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
I wonder if we do find out what
Did
happened
this
to our
strange
co-workers
building
in one of the endings.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of
Come
this
on.
mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or
Hurry
even
up.
power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Oh god, it is going
Perhaps
slow.
his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Come on.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Woo. Faster. Faster. There we
Stanley
go.
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Speedrun, let's
This was
go.
exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Ah, I'm glad Stanley's happy. Right, we're not going to push that button again. We are going to go through the door. Oh, wait, what? Why was it different last time, but it's not different this time? Ah, mate, if did we miss our one and only chance? You think that can't be the case? Because it definitely looked different last time, didn't it? When after we went through the door, we came here, we pushed that. It was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Well, not shouldn't, but fuck. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone.
That's fine.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
That's made me
Perhaps
sad.
he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, right, do we take the bucket or not? That is the question. Well, yeses or no's for El Bucket. I still got the stickers. What a good bucket. Either way, it's got its own little plinth and even a concussion. That's how you know that bucket means a lot to people. Okay. I'm going to leave the bucket this time. And what we're going to do is we're going to go right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, no, we didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Because the first time we
Perhaps he
played
wanted to
this,
stop by the employee lounge first,
we came
just
this
to
way.
admire it.
Yeah, let's
Standing now
quickly
in this
admire it.
incredible
Hang on.
room, Stanley for the first
And there's a
time
path that we haven't
understood
taken since the
true
first time we
happiness.
played this.
Then the feeling went away.
Well, I say first time we
He
played that was
felt sad
technically
again.
only yesterday.
Then it came back.
Our first
and
run
lingered
through
for
the
a minute or
parable.
two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
I do like a nice little tingle.
But eager to get back to business,
Once I was
Stanley
eager.
took the first open door on his left.
Oh, I don't think so. Right, so first time
Stanley was so
we
bad
played
at following
this.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, wait, there's a body down there, isn't there? Oh, we're going to see if we can fall down there and not die. Where's higher up? Or lower down for us to land?
But in his eagerness
yeah,
to
no.
prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
It's called trial and error, okay? Oh. Oh, it has changed. Okay, this is different. It's not different like it was before, but it's still different. Oh, guys, we're in uncharted territory here. Oh, this just streamlines us to
When Stanley came to a set
here.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before.
Giddy.
Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
I don't think so. Not a room, but a bucket,
Yes.
absolutely.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, right, okay, so I don't think we can drop down there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he
But
wasn't
we
5
can drop
years
down
ago.
here.
Look, Stanley,
Not there.
I think
We tried that
perhaps
before.
We've gotten off on the wrong
There.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a
Right.
chance.
So first time we ran the parable of Stanley, this is the way that we came. We're going to go the opposite. So I think there's a left or right done. Naturally, we chose the opposite. So Or was it red and blue? It might have been red and blue, actually. Yeah.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. You're getting close now, Stanley.
Yes, look,
You've
5.
nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
I'm guessing that's what I meant by red and blue, was these doors here. What door did he say we went down? Shit, hang on. Stanley went through the red door, he said. Alright. So the red door. So last time we would have went through the blue door. So we'll go through the red door.
Thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
We went through the red door last time, didn't we?
The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us?
Shit on it. Wait, hang on. Huh. Oh, okay, yeah, we could just do that.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Yes, I guess. I understand. Right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, please. Lovely,
the lounge was
beautiful
grand,
room.
Majestic. Perhaps too majestic.
No such thing.
Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little.
Well, we better get out of here then.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We can try and get the confusion ending again at some point
Stanley was
with
so
the
bad
bucket.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Right, okay, so we take the blue door.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
Blue
wrong
door.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
All this time.
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Right, listen in.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door. Got it.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, so we have no option. Oh, okay. Well, didn't know that. That is fair enough. There might be some branching paths over through here.
Thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Not
Do you
really.
see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both
Gonna have to call it night now. I'll catch you next time.
Stopped.
Okay, well, we'll be back on tomorrow.
I think I have a solution.
Hopefully a bit earlier, but
Let me show you.
knowing our luck or timekeeping, probably not. But I appreciate you stopping by, Jamalam. Have a good night's sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Night, Jam.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Here it is.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Ah, that's nice for him, man. But we stayed in here for him ages last time, and it just keeps doing that, but changes colours. So we'll cock tease him a bit. We'll go down, come back.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Ah, thank God.
Right. Where were we?
Is he going to say anything? Nope.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Oh.
We'll lose all of this.
We just have to keep doing this till we die, don't we?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're... No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Don't know about that. Alright, let's jump off there again and go back to the room.
Go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Does he end up restarting the game? I can't remember.
No. No, no. What are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Oh,
Stanley,
God, my knees.
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Ah, do you know who'd really love this room?
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we
Jim.
leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Jim the bucket. We're definitely going to have to come back here with the bucket at some point. Ooh, alright. Let's go jump off that ledge again.
No, perhaps not.
I think he moves slower every time he jumps off. Which kind of makes sense. That's kind of high. I think his legs have been knackered by now.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Whee!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Teasing. It is definitely just teasing.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
Ah, poor narrator. It is really visually pleasing, I suppose. But alas, we have this ledge to jump off. God, it's like he's trying to walk through treacle. Hurry up, Stanley. Stan! Stan! And there we go.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
It is, I'm afraid.
Back.
You are. Alright, well, at least we know the doors don't... Well, there's only one door we can actually technically go through. Right, let's see where else we got.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, let us... A meeting through there. Right, we're going to do the normal ending.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, we're going to follow the narrator's instructions, but do it with the bucket this time. Since it seems to change things, which is kind of insane. Pretty funny. So stairs, something to do with stairs. The only stairs I can think of are the ones where you go, it's like, oh, Stanley went up the stairs. But it may be a case of going down them. But again, I don't know if we need the bucket or not.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
But we're going to follow this way around anyway. Do the very standard playthrough. Just with the buckets this time. What if the lift works with the bucket? Ah, it's gonna get hit with copyright, but who cares? Yeah. I wonder if I keep talking over it, won't be copyright. I think it will though. It's not the bad kind of copyright where it affects your channel. It's just one of those, oh well, this music exists and belongs to someone. So yeah, we'll just take that as copyright. If you ever make money off this, they will get it instead. Like, yeah, well, yoke's on you. I'm not that big yet. But I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I'd assume it would have by now. So let's stop. Oh, we're not on a different floor. It's still a panda with a gun held to its head. It's kind of dark, really.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
It was sheer luck.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
He's right. It has to be the bucket. Ooh. If you guys haven't already, please do hit that like button. A little like goes a very long way. If you don't do it for me, do it for the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Right. Have you done the elector with the elector? Wait, what is the elector? With the bucket. Oh yeah. We've gone up and down the elevator, like that bit over there. We did that with the bucket again. You go to the auditorium looking thing and no one's there. It's really sad. Elevator. Yeah, we've done the elevator. We got to a bunch of tapes. Like there was a tape recorder. I can't remember how the hell we got there. But some guy just started talking about the bucket. I was like, he was on about selling the idea of it. We've got the standard playthrough without the bucket.
The lights red,
which is what we're doing now. Like, you know, where you just like go out the door.
Screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh,
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Blue door. No. Oh, we literally just did the red door, blue door thing without the bucket, because on our very first run, we ended up like going opposite of where he said, jump down, and we went through the red door. So it's like, oh, we'll go back and go through the blue door, but it just lets you loop until he goes, no, you will go down this way.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
We went to
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like.
We went to the room with a telephone and unplugged it rather than.
Like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
Unplugged it rather than answered it with a telephone.
It that everything would be fine.
Ah, that's what we need to do as well. We need to go back and just listen to the We need to go back and answer the telephone without the bucket, because we've answered the telephone with the bucket, just not without it, and we've unplugged it, because that gets you another ending as well. Like you unplug it, and then it goes on about comedic timing, and then it ends up where you choose the two doors. It's like, go through the left door, so I kept choosing the right, and then eventually chose the left. It's like, oh, you've ruined it, and then we got an ending because it came up with a bunch of
he screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept
like the credits.
His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I feel that, man.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad.
How many
or
status
content. Walking,
have you collected?
eating, working, all of it.
Oh, statues. 5.
Place. And as the
I've got one left that's.
Began to sink in.
It says
Stanley
stairs.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human.
So I assume when he's like, it says.
He and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way. The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
The because on that whiteboard in the meeting room, it crosses them off the ones you've got, and the only one that's left says stairs, something about stairs. I'm assuming it's when you follow the story and it says go up to the boss's office that you have to go down, because we haven't been down the stairs yet with all of that. Well, we've been down it once. That was yesterday though, before we had access to the bucket. So we'll have to go back there again with and without the bucket to see if it is there. So yeah, I just need one more statue.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Yesterday I pressed on without the bucket and it just blew up because I'm not. I assume there's a way to stop it. Don't tell me yet. I assume there's a way to stop it. I wasn't smart enough to figure it out at the time, unfortunately. But we're just going for the standard happy ending with the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
We did.
Was it over?
Is it over? Yeah, just one more collectible, just one more.
They had done it. Stanley and the bucket
I
had
hope we get a
defeated
trophy.
their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Freedom!
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Those are really interesting.
Wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life
and
they
only
envisioned,
one.
but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust.
The way
to
you're saying
support.
that makes me feel like there isn't. Oh.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
What?
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Oh, wait, what?
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in
How am I going to sneeze in every country?
until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Damn.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
At least he has the
Trapped
bucket.
eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Well, I'll be. Jagoogs. This is something you can help us with. What is this? It says, welcome Stanley to heaven. Does it actually do anything, or is it just lights and sounds and beep bop boop bop buttons? Is there any specific ones we need to press, or? It's all the buttons you could ever want to press. Just express yourself. Oh wow. The music is push up. Oh, push us. Push us. Push us. Push us. Oh, I can hear it now, yeah. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Well, at least we know. Right.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Well. Okay, what other endings can we do? So we need to find the other statue, because there's only one. Definitely one. The way Jack Google kept reiterating how there was only one makes me feel like he's definitely telling the truth. 11:20. Oh, it's 12:20. It's wrong. Shit. Holy shit, it's 12:20. How is it 12:20?
The
Right.
good old bucket.
The good old
Just
bucket.
Stanley and the bucket. Off on another
Have you
thrilling adventure
knocked
together.
on the door? I've knocked on almost every door. Someone said you do get the trophy for knocking on it 5 times. Because at the beginning, like the first time, it's like, oh, you're not going to get it for knocking on it 5 times, maybe 20. So like every door I've been doing it like 5 times. Because then I've been trying every door like 20 times. And then they're like, no, someone looked it up and said it was 5. I think it was Damo. But it's one very specific door, I just don't know which one it is. Don't tell me though, I will find out eventually. Hopefully.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I do like the fact that the dialogue changes when you go into the broom closet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the only one we need. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. We have already been in there though, so and we're going to go down this time.
Into a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
It's making a noise. Sounds like when there's a chest in Fortnite. Maybe it's underneath here. Oh, we found it!
And there it is.
Oh, God, I'm fucking awesome. Look, 6 out of 6.
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all. But
thank
that
you.
would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Oh.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
What were we doing? Because if you go down, I remember, because it just leads into a loop, doesn't it?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his
I think this is the one
Am
where
I
one of the ones where he
crazy?
dies, isn't it?
The bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terrible.
That can't be.
Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Oh no, where is it?
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Oh, where is it?
It truly be. He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
No. Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
Where?
The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Wait, what?
It was incredibly painful.
Oh my God.
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh my God.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay, so we do get kind of the same ending.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
He didn't have a bucket.
This man had no bucket.
Called it.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
Damn.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work.
Do you have a bucket? Jack Google.
Absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
She backflipped? What? What about the rest of you guys? Do the rest of you guys have any buckets? Do you have emotional support buckets? Whew. Well. That was a... Wait, what? Wait, we are playing the sequel, but there's no balloons. Why? How odd. Can't check that door. The narrator's not saying anything. Oh, this is, I do not own a bucket. I have an emotional support bowl. Ah, like for cereal. This looks different. Okay, well, what the fuck is going on here? Ah, hello there, Damo. How's it going?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Yeah.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
What?
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
I was here yesterday. This led to the skip button. All good. That is what we like to hear, Damo. You been up to much today? Have you managed to keep alright in the heat? Because it's been fucking ridiculous, man. Holy shit, has it been hot. No, when you've had too much to drink. Oh, that kind of bowl. The old sick bowl. Ain't that just a toilet? Don't you just use your toilet like a normal person? Ah, it's memory lane. How beautiful. When Stanley found the collectibles. Oh god, at least he won't go into an existential crisis about fucking reviews on pressurized gas. Ah, it took me way too long to figure out that it was on about Steam. Honestly, I swear to god. I could be such a fucking moron at times. I'd rather not stick my head. Well, you don't stick your head in it. Yeah, you don't need to stick your head in the toilet, you just hover over it. I mean, as long as you regularly flush your toilet, which I assume you do, you should be alright. You don't put it down. I mean, I guess it depends how much spray you've got. But, yeah, you don't need to get it right in there. You just need to get, you know, like a foot over it, and then just let gravity and, you know, the projectileness of the vomit do the rest. Done nothing. Got that bug trophy on 6 for mate. I joined a boost lobby with the other trophy hunters from PSN profiles. What, is it like a... I don't know what you call it, like a forum or something to, like, trophy hunt with people? To be fair, I've never really, like, looked through the website. I've only ever, like, Googled, like, about the trophies, and then it's taken me to a link there. Like, oh, this is pretty handy. That's really cool, man. Does that mean they've fixed the bug then? Holy shit, I didn't think that. You've only been sick from drinking 2 times in your life. Ah, man, you need to drink more.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
Damn.
You're so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Pretty sure I throw up every time I drink. I have done the last few times. I got like a really, I would say a weak stomach for it, but I don't know what it is. I think it's just, I end up drinking a bit too much rum, and then it just needs to come out. But then, at least your stomach's empty, so you can drink more rum. Wait, what did I say? 7 out of what? I think it'd be weird at this point if I drank and I didn't throw up. I feel like I haven't had a good session, you know.
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Brutal. So what's that? Oh, that says 8 out of 6. No, they don't fix the bug. You got to play game mode with 5 other players and boost the trophy using the HVT. And the player with the RCA. Wasn't it something to do with the calling card? I thought the bug was something to do with a calling card.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Oh, it was the bathroom. It was a shitter.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom.
9 out of 6.
It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory.
This is, but you get that calling card.
After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Oh, right, I see. So the trophy's for getting that specific calling card. I thought when he said calling card, I thought it was something to do with like equipped in the calling card, maybe. But
next?
at least you can still get it then. At least it's not completely unattainable.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I don't think it did. I think it was the one that was in the dark, near the elevator. Oh, 10 out of 6.
This was the 5th mini-stand, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What the fuck? Oh, this just looks like a cheap PowerPoint. I love it. Absolutely love it. They have just made this in like Microsoft PowerPoint or something, haven't they? Ah, and they high-fived. That's what he said, he high-fived Windows Movie Maker, probably. Look at it. Because he said he high-fived with a bucket at that point, didn't he? The narrator, Best Boy, starring Stanley. Yes.
Takes you back.
It does.
I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Oh. Okay. And the last one was by the stairs, wasn't it?
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here, under the stairs. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Okay. That's 12 out of 6. Go us. Have you had fun in the pit yet? The bottomless pit that turns out isn't bottomless. It's just a very, very, very deep pit. You are in the present. Okay.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye,
how many times did you jump in? I only jumped in once. Oh, why didn't I jump in more than once?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Really? I should have jumped in more than once, shouldn't I? Shit, I didn't even think about that. I was just so excited to try out everything else. Like, there's the button that says your name.
Okay, yes, that spot under the stairs. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Nah, it was Jim. Alright, 13 out of 6. My name's Jeff. No, it was definitely Jim. Because I had to envision and embody Jim. I had to take on all his hopes and fears and wants and disappointments and hardships. I really took on the role.
That video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
I want to watch the video again. Yes! Oh, you're off, Jimmy. Oh, well, I appreciate you stopping by, man.
I love that video.
Tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow. Probably about the same time-ish. But yeah, no, cheers for stopping by. Hope you had a good evening. Stay cool, because it's damn hot out there. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, Jimmy. Right.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this
Peace.
one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Ah, stay safe out there, man.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Oh. Okay. I wonder how many times we're going to have to do this. Do you get anything for... Oh, we can't go that way. Oh, we can. Oh, we can't. Well, it's worth a shot. Just take us back to our first one. Oh no, second to last one.
Second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
And then this should be this one.
The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figlarines.
I like figlarines.
I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh, we can jump down the pit. Let's jump down the pit. Oh, there's a jump circle, but we've run out of jumps. Collectibles. Oh. This room is definitely different. I've got any more jumps.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything.
Damn it.
In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Fucking hell. No way.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Ah. They both lead to the same place, which is our cubicle.
And before everything else, there was your office.
It's a nice office. Looks kind of cozy.
Anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
The fuck?
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh, what?
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
Companionship?
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
Oh, what?
No, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what?
It's gonna be 25.
Since
Oh,
we're
fuck
in the
me,
memory
really?
zone, how about one more good memory?
Oh, God.
Let's go back just once.
What, like
I'll give
26
Stanley
today?
One more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling the story so very much.
Apparently it's going to get cooler as the week goes on. Not by much, but still.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Alright, it says it's like... The clock's wrong.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright then, well, hell. Let's see. Oh, what did we do? Went downstairs, collected figurines, got the different ending with the bucket for going all the way down the stairs. Went to the right.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make.
I'm trying to think of all the different potential like branching paths in my head.
The story in any way.
All I can think, because I don't want to say we've done most of them, but it feels like we've exhausted a lot of them. I know we've got to go down the step, like follow the standard path, and then instead of going through the mind control room, we've got to go to the left where it says escape. I think we've just got to do everything, but also we can do everything with the bucket, so we've got to basically do that twice. We've got to press the off button for the mind control thing, and then try and not get blown up again, with and without the bucket. We've got to do the confusion ending with the bucket. Right, we'll do one last run. I'm going to take the bucket and go through that blue door.
The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
The doors are already open.
The door on his left.
Because I'm sure Jack Google said something about the blue door.
But Stanley
and the
felt
bucket.
Calling to him,
so we'll see where this goes.
Employee lounge was simply the
and then probably call it a night.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
I do love the bucket.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Bucket is never
Stanley
wrong.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
He did not.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
said the bucket.
Mind you, if the blue door still
something up there I need you to
takes us to a loop, it makes us go through the red door. We haven't done that with the bucket, so
it should have alarmed him.
We'll see what happens there.
Can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
And then we need to answer the phone, but without the bucket, because we haven't done that either. Well, we've got a fair bit to save for tomorrow.
Stop. Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Oh, come on, man.
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Why wouldn't there not a whole bucket?
Misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Wait, what? Okay. It's really dark. Really?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios.
What the
and
fuck?
You'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Okay. I think we got this, guys.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
What do we think? Is this a bucket, yes or no? I don't know how long we got, so you got to be quick. I guess go for 1 for yes, 2 for no. Does it let me get any closer? No. We'll go with no. Any more for any more? Going once. Going twice. All in fair one. No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket.
Wait, what?
Not an actual bucket.
No fucking way. Okay, I think I get what's going to go on here.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Same as before, guys. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Is it a bucket? Is it not a bucket? Green or red? Yay or nay? No. No again? Any more for any more? Go on, don't be shy. No. Going once. Going twice. All in fair one. Oh, fuck yes.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Wait, what? Right, you know what? I think we're just going to stick with no at this point. I'm curious to see how many times, what other excuses it can come up for it. I'm going to go no. Oh, no.
This is a bucket.
Damn it.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Okay, I'm going to need your help with this one, guys. Yes or no? Do we think this is a bucket? It's red, and I have seen red buckets before. I don't think I've seen a bucket make this noise. Yeah, I was thinking yes. No? Ooh. Kind of think I'm going to go with your first answer there, Damo. This is like a... Oh, God, what's that game show? You've got to take your first answer. No. Ah, fuck it, I can't remember what it is. We're going with yes. Ah.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
Damo was wrong.
That tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Ring a friend. Nah, because it wasn't... Oh!
Is this a bucket?
No, I'm thinking of the chase, isn't it? Where there's like, oh, I've got to take your first out, because there aren't many game shows to watch. Because at least with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you've got a choice of 4, so you can say, oh, I think it's that one, and before you lock it in, we'll go with no. We all go with no? We all say yay for nay? Alright, let's go with no.
Incorrect.
Ah!
This is a bucket.
How? I don't know, man. I think he's having us on.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Ah, God, I wish we had some clues or something. Yes, okay.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? How's it both? How's it both a bucket and not a bucket?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Ah. Huh. What? I don't know. It was both a bucket and not a bucket, apparently. What? Okay, we have the option of yes or no for this, which is apparently, you know, nothing. I guess I can't click directly in the middle. It'll always be closer to one side or another. No, go no.
Yes.
Whew.
Thank you. There's nothing here.
Oh,
Of
hell
course
yeah.
it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think?
What if everything is a
Answer me
bucket?
straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes. I think I've spent so long with this bucket that I do genuinely believe that everything is a bucket. Ah, like Hyacinth Bucket from Keeping Up Appearances.
You know what?
Hyacinth
I'm too
Bouquet.
confused to even sort it out.
Lady of the
I've
House
lost
speaking.
all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere
Right.
moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Might be.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Hyacinth Bouquet, lady of the house speaking.
Erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Wait, what?
Okay, here we go.
No.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait.
Because everything is a bucket.
A bucket?
Oh, you fucking clown shoe.
Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Shit.
Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets.
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Nah, we need to tell everyone.
What that information might do to a person.
Well,
all right,
true.
Here we go.
Okay, right, well, I think on that revelation that everything is a bucket, that clock, that chair, the fact we don't have feet, the fact that he hates Mondays, everything is a bucket. So, on that note, because it is 5-1 here, I'm going to call it an evening. We will be back tomorrow for more Stanley Parable. Let's see, we've got one... I don't know how many more we've got to do, to be fair. But we've got to do them all again with a bucket. Was that one that we almost got to last time? Our very first ending was when we unplugged the phone, did all that jazz, went to the boss's room and just didn't continue, and that ended it there and then. So we'll continue with that next time, see where that goes. That should be quite interesting. Then obviously... I don't know if... Oh no, we won't be able to go back and do it with a bucket though, because we've already tried unplugging the phone with a bucket, so we know what happens there. Fascinating. Anyway guys, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. A little like goes a very long way. Also, if you want to hit subscribe, that'd be great as well. I bet you can't finish the baby and the puppy game. What? Game? What, is it like a game within the Stanley Parable? Or is it like an ending? Or is this just completely different? You might have to just message me about it, because like I said, I want to get off. So I will see you all tomorrow. Like I say, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're doing pretty good on ours. We just need to get the subscriber numbers up. Got rookie numbers. It's in the game. Good night, mate. See you tomorrow. Good night, Damon, my man. I'll see you tomorrow as well. Good night, Jagoogle. And all you lovely lurkers out there, have a good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. And we'll see you soon. We go, night, guys.